Hello YouTube. Here is the 580, the third generation of the TWSBI Diamond series. Its first generation came out in 2011. And here is the Victor Wing Sung 698, the Wing Sung Educational 3008, and the Caliarts Ego. There is the tendency to call all Chinese piston filler demonstrators as TWSBI copies, but is that really the case? Sure enough, the TWSBI Diamond is not the first piston demonstrator ever, but we never call it, say, a Pelican copy, unless you only know of the Diamond and are convinced that all Chinese products are invariably copies of something that's not worth getting. If that be the case, you could very well say that only Mercedes cars are worth getting because all other cars copy this design of having an engine and four wheels. So we'll have a look at these pens, starting with the 580. The piston drive is a very conventional design. The parts are assembled and then screwed into the back of the section with a spanner through the slot. This means that all the components making up the drive unit need to be properly synchronized before installation. Otherwise, the piston driver would either be restricted or the piston knob cannot be screwed home properly. The nearest to the 580 in this respect is the Ego. The drive assembly also needs a spanner to take out and put back in. It is also possible that TWSBI use better materials for the components, but the Ego is unique among these pens for having proper piston rings in the form of replaceable O-rings. These O-rings are extremely durable and offers superior seal, and being replaceable, the pen has much longer surface life. With internal piston rings, the others are of course serviceable, but without the surface sealing offered by the Ego. While the 698's piston drive is similar in working principle, the parts have been rearranged so that the main body is held down with the locking collar that screws around the barrel rather than into it. This makes it much easier to take apart and put back together again without the need of any tool, and synchronization of the component is also easier. A well-liked feature is the dog clutch mechanism that prevents accidental turning of the piston knob. But then if you turn hard enough, it is still possible to turn it and loosen the whole piston assembly. But then it is the method for taking the piston drive out anyway. The piston drive in the 3008 is different again. The drive body is fixed in position inside the barrel through octagonal keys, and the locking collar keeps it in place on the outside, much like the 698. There is no need to synchronize the components before or during assembly, as the design is self-calibrating. And there is no way for the assembly to get unscrewed from the barrel just by turning the piston knob. You need to turn the metal locking collar. Later batches of this pen also incorporates a click lock mechanism that prevents accidental operation. I put the link below for an earlier video that talks a bit more about this. While this piston mechanism is simpler than the others, it does have its unique merits. Regarding the front end, the 580 is certainly the most elaborate as it uses JOVO nib units, offering many nib options straight from the factory. The others use more conventional and simpler arrangements. Both the Ego and the 698 use identical pilot-type nibs and feet, while the 3008 uses a Lamy-compatible nib that holds onto just the feed. So here's that question again. Are these Chinese pens TWSBI copies? Well, I would say no. They're all independent designs with the aim of creating piston filler demonstrators, just like what TWSBI had done, and they're all successful in their own ways. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.